Invited to our 2025 winter sightings. We're going to have to do a little bit different. There's still new to kind of do a platoon system. This is our first group going to go, and next group's going to come in right after that. So once again, I'm Les Call, I'm the athletic director here. I want to thank everybody for being here. Especially I want to thank all the athletes for receiving their education and athletic challenges. We'll go ahead and start this thing off. Our first athlete is Sully Winslow. He played baseball at Wilmington College. Here to say a few words on his behalf, Scott Wiggins.
Hello, everyone. Name's Scott Wiggins. First, I want to thank all the student athletes here on their endeavors, but I'm here to talk about Sully Wiswell. So, I met Sully, well, I saw Sully play ball for a while before I started coaching him, but we got to join as a team, I guess, when he was about 9 years old, and he was always the small guy. And with that being small, hard to believe I was a small dude at one time, you kind of have to overcome some things. And it can range from all kinds of things, from coaches doubting you or you doubting yourself. And I think something that defines Sully is his perseverance and his determination. I've never met another human being that is more of a student of the game of baseball. For those that know him here and have been around him, know that he does all the things baseball. And I think that is a huge part of why he's sitting up here today and going to attend Wilmington College. I can say that it was an absolute pleasure to coach you, Sully, and thank you for allowing me to be a part of it. Sully, you can sign. You get this thing? Yeah.
All right, thank you, Scott. So first off, I want to thank my family, who obviously I wouldn't be here without. They've provided me so much help and the money and time to allow me to be able to do this and to travel and to play so many places and for so many great coaches. To all my teammates, some of which are here today, and who have taught me so much about the game and who have been great teammates and have just been fantastic people to be around. And to all my coaches, Tom Turnbull, Mike and Darren Surrey, Rob Schumacher, Tony Sawinski, Brandon Shondell, Don Tredresser, Scott Wiggins, and then Jeremy Bione, Austin Bryant. Wes isn't a coach, but all of the people at Highlands who have allowed me to play for such a prestigious school. Mitch Meyer's here, thanks to him. And Drake Bruns, who has really been really instrumental to me getting stronger. And so thank you to all of them. And thank you to my family, of course, who this wouldn't be possible without and supported me the whole way.
All right, our next athlete, Kendall Graves. She's going to be playing soccer at Marion University. Here to say a few words on her behalf is Coach Kelsey Etherton.
All right, so the first time that I saw Kendall at the soccer field up at Tower Park, she was probably 5 years old. And I can tell you from that very moment, watching her run around at 5, I knew that she wanted to leave her mark on Highlands girls soccer. She actually started in the program when she was in 8th grade. That year we had really limited numbers, so she was on my freshman team that I was coaching at the time, and she was also on the JV team with Coach Huber. And I'm sure this will come as no surprise to those of you that know her, but she played 120 minutes in every single game. She pretty much never came out freshman or JV level. She also got the opportunity to play in different positions and develop even more as a player that year. Her freshman year, she came into tryouts, and she was determined to prove that she was a varsity player. She absolutely did that. She earned her spot on the varsity team as a freshman, which is not easy, and she earned a starting spot, playing next to one of her best friends, Jade Rayberger, at center back. She continued playing center back for the next 3 years, where she developed younger players, relationship-wise and playing-wise, people like Kaylee Mills and Franny Smith, and many, many others. Her senior year, she took on a leadership role as a captain, and she helped to stabilize the team through many ups and downs throughout the season. This year, she was our offensive secret weapon in the regional tournament, scoring off set pieces in all 3 games, which led us to our regional title and our state run. Kendall earned state recognitions and local recognitions throughout her 4 years at Highlands, including first team all-region, Cincinnati Enquirer first team, all-state honorable mention, and many, many more. Marian University is so lucky to be gaining such a fantastic soccer player, a great student, and an even better person. On behalf of the Highlands soccer family, we are so incredibly proud of you, and good luck. You may sign.
I'd like to start by thanking my parents for supporting me and helping me to be the person and player I am today. I appreciate all they have done for me for the last 14 years of my soccer career. To the rest of my family, thank you for always supporting me, and my siblings for pushing me to be my best self. I'd like to thank Coach Kelsey for being a great coach and stepping up this last season to make it so enjoyable. I'm grateful I got to start and end my time at Highlands with her. Also, thanks Wes for supporting us during the season and setting everything up today. I would like to thank Coach Brian and Robbie and all of Mercury for the opportunities they've given me in making me the player I am today. To all my teammates I've had, I'm so grateful for everyone I got to share the field with and all the friendships I've gained along the way. Lastly, I'd like to thank Coach Chris and Coach Bob for giving me the opportunity to advance my soccer career. Go Sabres.
All right, our next athlete, Griffin Barlow, will be swimming at Emory University. Here to say a few words on his behalf, Coach Kevin Kempschmidt.
All right. My name is Kevin Kempschmidt. I'm the swim coach here at Highlands. We go back about 8 years or so when I first met Griffin, swimming up at Fort Thomas Swim Club. I think Griffin was 10 years old. My first memory, Griffin, actually of you is being disqualified from the 100 IM at the champ meet. I learned a new rule that day. You can't swim free. You have to swim freestyle on the IM at the end there. So, but I remember that's one of the first things I remember about Griffin. But from early on, I just know that he's been a perfectionist. Everything he does it has to be at the best, and he strategizes all his like when he's gonna take breaths and breathing and how many strokes he's taking. Like he has analyzed it all. And I teach him now, and he is also like that in the classroom. He wants to know how to do it all in calculus and things like that. So Emory's getting someone that is going to be like giving everything he has to them all the time. They're also getting an extremely versatile swimmer. I was just confirming with Griffin the different events he swam at the state level. As a freshman, he qualified to state in the 100 fly and the 100 breaststroke. Sophomore year, he switched to 200 IM and 100 breaststroke. Then he switched back to 100 fly, 100 breaststroke. And then finally this year, he's going after the 500 free and the 100 breaststroke. So there are not many people in this state that can qualify to those different number of events at the state level. He's been the consistent 100 breaststroke, but everything else he's been able to kind of switch how he thinks the team's going to benefit the team the most, and try to get some different records. He currently is the school record holder in 100 fly. We just missed 100 breaststroke last week, but we're going to get it here in 2 weeks. Hope we're going to add that to medley relay. So you can see how well accomplished he is and how versatile he is. So Emery's lucky with that. I am very happy that he decided early on this year to where he was going to go to school. I feel like he's been able to enjoy this year so much more. So that perfectionist attitude he's had, this being off his plate, he's been relaxed, and I feel like has enjoyed this past year maybe the most so far. And he was really pumped last week when he got that breaststroke. I said pool record at Scott. You could see that emotion that I haven't really seen much from in the past. I feel like he's just like enjoying himself more. So the final thing I want to say about Griffin is he's just a leader. When I took over the program last year, like day one, he was all in, and which is important because you need some leaders. We didn't have any seniors last year. He was kind of a leader last year and again this year, and the kids definitely look up to him. The swimmers look up to him. The younger kids all the way through. He just leads by example, and Emery's getting a really good swimmer, a great person, and they're lucky to have him. We're going to be sorry to see him leave, but congratulations, Griffin. You may sign your paper there.
I would just like to thank my parents and coaches for helping me get to where I am, especially Coach Cam Schmidt and Coach Brandon. So yeah, go Eagles!
And our last athlete of this kind of platoon here, we got Jackson Arnold. He'll be playing football at Georgetown College. Here to say a few words on his behalf, Coach Bob Spire.
Thank you. What a great honor. Congratulations to all the athletes today. What a great representation of our entire broad spectrum of successes here in so many different activities and sports, and just a great representation. And we're proud of all of them. But Georgetown's going to make quite a haul off of our football program, and it kind of got the snowball effect going when Jackson to commit, and he was very much a target of theirs. They see a lot in him. I know that as a staff, we saw a lot of things early in Jackson, and beyond just the athleticism, don't let the low-key, kind of unassuming, characteristics that you see in him catch you off guard as a competitor, or you'll regret it if you're on the other side of in the opposite jersey, because he's got a burning desire to compete and really played at a high level for us. As a sophomore, we saw him coming into his own, and then unfortunately he suffered a shoulder injury that really derailed that. But we kind of saw right away that he was in that breakout mode, and as soon as he rehabbed, was able to come back from that injury, we really leaned on him heavily these last couple of years. Numbers were impressive. I think the higher the need was, for example, go over to Connor a little short-handed, and he just has a game where he takes it over. 7, 8 catches, big moments in the game. You could always kind of count on him rising to the occasion. They've got a great player and a great young man that they're getting into their program, and we're really, really proud of Jackson, what he'll do to represent the Bluebirds, and we can't say enough about what he's done for this program. Thank you, Jackson. Wonderful family, raised the right way, and it shows on the field, it shows off the field. Congratulations, go Tigers.
I'd like to thank my family, my parents, for sacrificing so much and helping me get to where I am today. And I'd like to thank my coaches, Coach Fire, Coach Hayden, Coach Carney, for always pushing me to be the best. And I'd like to thank all my teammates that have been there for me and always just pushing me every day. Go Tigers.
All right, we're going to take a brief intermission as I interchange
the tackle. And that's tough for some people to accept. You know, you don't get to score the touchdown, you don't get to have your name in the paper and stuff like that. You just do all the dirty work, and and other people get the glory. Um, Diego accepted that and became a guy who really did all of the dirty work and enjoyed it. He accepted that he wasn't going to be the guy getting his name in the paper and he's just going to go out and do it. By his junior year, Diego was the strongest guy in our football program. And that's saying a lot. We've got some guys that put in the work. And he put in the work and he became the strongest guy in our program. But early in the year, he didn't quite get it all together just yet. He was playing about 20% of the plays. So it's not just the strength, it's the technique and the 1-2 and all of these things. And he came to me and said, what do I got to do? And I gave him a list of things. You need to do this better. You need to work on that. You need to get lower. You need to stay lower. You need to move your feet more. And he did every one of those things. Knocked them off one by one by one by one. Until by the end of his senior year, he became a guy that almost never came off the field on defense. Because he chose to put in that kind of work, that level of work and that level of effort. Another thing I say to him before every game is choose to outwork the guy across from you. You go back and you look at film, and Diego takes 4 steps to the guy across from him. He works harder than the guy across from him. I think if you look at his body of work, particularly as played out in the playoffs, he was absolutely dominant in the playoffs. Just like I said, it's not necessarily the sacks or the numbers of tackles. In the Pulaski County game, we had 2 interceptions that were a direct result of Diego being on the quarterback as he was trying to throw the football. Now, he didn't get to catch the ball and run it back. I did. And that was really impressive. But it's hard to throw a football when you got Diego in your face getting ready to hit you the way that he likes to hit quarterbacks. Woodford County game, like 3 huge tackles for loss. That again, that's not the glory part. That's the getting double team, getting off the double team, and going out doing the work. A block punt in the 4th round of the playoffs. That wasn't a play that was designed for Diego to block the punt. That was an effort on his part to make a play, to make something happen. And so that's the guy that he became. And coming from where he started out to get there is really impressive. If he continues the trajectory that he has had for the last 3 years here, Georgetown is his deal. They're his deal with his deal. And I'm really looking forward to getting him to see him play in college. Diego, I'm excited.
Okay. I just want to say thank you to my parents for doing a lot of laundry. Thanks to all my coaches, especially Coach Dell, Coach Byer, Coach Shane Howard. And yeah, go Tigers.
All right, our next athlete, Adam Surrey, will be playing football at EKU. They're going to double team it. Here to say a few words. First one is Coach Hayden Spire. If you need it.
Congratulations to all our guys. You know, when we first took the job here, these guys were freshmen and really the first group to go 4 years through with us. There's a lot I could say about all these guys, and there's a lot of stories that I could tell about Adam. Probably my favorite story was after Adam's freshman year playing baseball. You know, we have off-season lifts, and so we're expecting kind of to start getting those guys back in the fold. And I don't see Adam for, I don't know, a week or so. And so I have to reach out to Darren probably every day for about 3 or 4 days in a row, like, hey, where's Adam? And we need him here. We want to make sure, you know, he's still part of this program. And Darren would text back, like, he's fully committed, I promise. He just needs a little time. Next day, hey, where's Adam? You know, I'm just itching to get Adam back into the fold. And he was a kid that I was not going to let potentially, you know, walk out the door and choose to play football, you know, whether that was in his mind or not. but I was going to make sure that he was going to play. Adam was, he's a phenomenal athlete. He's a guy, as we're game planning every week, it's how do we get the ball in Adam's hands? Whether we have to hand it to him, throw it to him, whatever it is, he's got to touch the ball. Phenomenal athlete, phenomenal family, all these families up here. It has been a pleasure for the past 4 years to work with your kids and you guys. And this is the one time we'll ever say this, when a player signs at somewhere like EKU, go Colonels.
Yeah, I really want to echo the fact that Adam really was one of the most complete, consummate skill players that you could ask to have in your program, and really wanted on the field and in key positions to be involved in opportunities to make big plays at the most crucial times. I felt like one of the most athletic teams we played since I've been here was this year in the second round of the playoffs or third round when we played Woodford County. And what a game he had that night, and it set the tone right away early in that game and just got us on a roll. And he had that ability to really ignite the momentum of our football program. And there were so many times where just a simple bubble screen turned into a 60-yard touchdown and a game-changing, emotional play that was just as simple as it could be, but he made it something dynamic, and really one of the most dynamic guys. Chance to coach, and as a head coach, it's nice to know you can count on him, inserting him as you need on defense. Obviously huge in special teams, and then obviously like Coach Hayden said, game planning offensively was awesome. And being an undergraduate from EKU myself, go Colonels.
Yeah, so first I want to thank my parents for everything they've done and all the money they've spent on me and all that. And I want to thank my friends and all my teammates that have pushed me to be the best player I can be. And yeah, go Colonels.
Late winter last year, and one of the first people that I got to meet was Tommy. And coaching a new position, being at a new school, being at a place like this, it's a little overwhelming when you first walk into the doors. But when you see Tommy and you go, okay, that's my kid. That's who I'm going to be working with every day. It makes you feel a little bit better about yourself. You're learning a new system. You got a guy that's been here 4 years, and he knows it like the back of his hand. It really makes your job easy. It makes it real easy to learn and get better every day. That's what we talk about every day. Get 1% better every day. I can go on and on about stories about Tommy, but one that really sticks out is the cuff calf game. Whenever we needed a yard, 18 had to be in the game, and we were going to run behind 18. And we just go take the lead, and Tommy's real juiced up. I'm a juiced up kind of guy too, so we were perfect. He comes off the field, hollering, screaming, going all crazy, doing that arm thing that he likes to do after that big play. And he meets me about at the hash, and he's so wired up, well, he headbutts me. I didn't duck, I headbutted him right back. Well, about at the kickoff, I find out Tommy chipped my tooth. Tommy knocked out half my tooth. But that just kind of shows you the kind of guy that Tommy is. He's wired up, he's juiced up, he's going to do what we got to do to win. And I couldn't be more grateful to have you. And from one Tiger to another, go ahead and sign.
I'm extremely excited for the opportunity to attend Georgetown College for academics and football. I would like to thank my parents, sister, grandparents, and the entire family for always being there for me, driving me to all my practices, supporting me at every game, and continually encouraging me to be my best. I'd like to thank Cam and all my friends and my teammates for their support and always being there for me. I also like to thank all my youth coaches for making me love the game of football, and my middle school coaches for moving me off the line and allowing me to catch the football. Thank you to all my high school coaches who helped me develop physically and mentally and really pushed me to become the best player I can be, preparing me for this next step in my life. Thank you.
All right, our last athlete of the afternoon, Tyus McCarter. He will be playing football at Georgetown College as well. Here to say a few words on his behalf, Coach Spire.
What an awesome day. Really proud of these guys. Tyus, I'm going to slip in a little comment about Tommy first. At the basketball game a couple of weeks ago, and huge crowd, we're playing NCC, and one of the coaches says, "Hey, you know who that is in the middle of that student crowd?" He played for us. Oh, that's Tommy. Tommy, if you need some help with your fantasy draft next year, you just let us know. Remind me not to consult you on my FanDuel app. I don't think you've got good insight. So, Tommy, once again, just as a defensive coordinator, he had an uncanny knack of the ball finding him. Our quarterbacks finding him. He might not play multiple snaps in a game, but it seems like when he was in defensively, it was a sack, it was a turnover, it was whatever. And then as a tight end, it seemed like when the ball went to him, the end zone found him too most of the time. So, Tommy, congratulations. But on to Tyus. The last is not the least. Really, really proud of Tyus. What progress and what a great example of a young man that will, if he follows the plan, follows the process, believes in what opportunities are being presented to him, will just grow and develop. And I remember early in his career, he really we saw the competitiveness in him. He didn't have a lot of football in his background. And, one of the things that we saw was how he did love to compete, and I know his first desire was to be a star at the receiver position, but we just kept seeing that competitiveness as a defensive back more and more and more. And really, helped us obviously on both sides of the ball, was great contributor in special teams. But I just go back, I remember at one point in time watching practice film after practice, and we had something had happened. We had a bust in coverage, or somebody just got beat one-on-one. And I'm looking at our team, and I'm like, we've got guys that really, we had the ability to pressure and blitz teams, so that's what we're going to do. And I'm just like, we're going to play man coverage. And I just think I could kind of see Tyus kind of process that, and he really committed to becoming a great man coverage DB. And that's a skill. We played some great receivers, and I was really proud of the way he really, really learned to take that kind of challenge on, take it to heart, and compete like he competed. He really became a great DB for us. Did a great job at receiver, made a ton of tackles, slew of plays on special teams, and just really, really grew as a football player. His football IQ, his understanding of the game really grew over time. And that was a commitment to watching video, listening, and being coached the way he needed to be coached. I think all these guys here have so much potential to continue to improve. I don't think that they have, as the old cliche goes, it's probably an old one, they're not what's called saucered and blown. They're fully developed. They have not reached their peak. I think as they grow and develop, they're gonna really make some waves on the college level. And I think Tyus is one, because good corners are really, really hard to find. Now, he may have talked him into letting him play receiver. I haven't really asked him, but I'm pretty sure he's going to be on the defensive side of the ball. But congratulations. Once again, Georgetown's making a haul. Go Tigers.
First of all, I would like to thank my parents for putting so much into me and just for supporting me and always encouraging me in every way of life. I'd also like to thank my coaches for pushing me every day to be better. I would also like to thank my family, friends, and everyone else for the support they have given me. I want to thank God for all the opportunities and all the other blessings in my life. Thank you.